I don't know why I feel like someone is like trying to make y'all a sneaky link. It's like that thought kept coming up before I started. Like there's this secondary type of energy is kind of giving me either someone that you know or someone new. But the reason why I say it could be someone that you know, this could be someone who you're starting over with, but they don't want to pressure you into being in a relationship, but they don't want to lose out on you either. So they'd rather have a piece of you than none of you at all. Be mindful of that, okay? That energy was coming up like too much. So I'm paying attention to the songs that are coming up too. And I'm like, okay, Rihanna needed me came. And then you got 21 Savage, Shoulda Wore a Bunny. Now you got I Don't Give a Fuck, T Grizzly. And I'm like, okay, makes me feel like someone wants you to need them, or someone is in this energy of wanting to feel needed. It's kind of weird, but we're gonna look into it though. Just wanted to get that thought out before I start. So let's see. First of all, thank you, Great Mother, for assisting me this evening. Thank you to my high vibrating spirit guides and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me into your energy. On that note, we're going to get started. All right, God, I ask that you protect the live, protect those who are currently viewing it. For those who cannot make it with us, I ask that you protect them as well and continue to lead them down the designated path. Ashe. Let's see what's going on with y'all money. Let's see what's going on with the money. What's going on? Okay, so I'm seeing money for y'all. Look, the first card out is the Queen of Pentacles. So for those of you who may not know much about tarot, I'm pretty sure most of you do though. But just in case there's a few who am, the Queen of Pentacles is the absolute wealthiest queen in the deck. She is very grounded. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. Some of you could be tapping into some Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Some of you could just be outright doing stuff that make you happy, focusing on stuff that you love to do. I am seeing that there is some type of rewards that you will be benefiting from because you're in this energy. So even if some of you have been feeling as if creatively maybe you have been stuck, I'm getting there are ideas you're wanting to execute. Now is the moment to do it, considering you are in this Queen of Wands energy, regardless of your gender, okay? Because that means you have not only deep spiritual connection, but that also means that you practice good duality, because she's stronger than the masculine energy. So even if you're in true masculine energy, this just means you're stronger than the standard masculine. So take it as a compliment. Because I do see a lot of thought process is going on when it comes down to money. Some of you are not trusting your ideas, or some of you have this, it's like your beliefs don't match what you know you're capable of. Like you're coming up with brilliant ideas, but you're not putting forth the necessary work to get it done. Maybe you feel like you are, but I'm kind of getting like you half-ass doing some stuff. So for those of you who are wanting an increase in your finances, my best bet for you would be to either one, work a little bit harder on what you're already doing, or two, begin to execute on these new ideas. Because some of you are sitting on some good-ass ideas, but it's like, I don't know what you waiting on. Are you waiting on money? Are you waiting on somebody to confirm it to you to do it? Like, just do it. Some of you could also be reflecting on what you perceived as failures. You attempted to do certain things, and because it didn't go out how you thought that it was supposed to like work out, you feel like, well, if that ain't work, how do I know I'm doing this right? No one in here has failed anything at all. At all. Even if you attempted to try something and you feel like you didn't make it to the pinnacle that you wanted to, the fact that you tried, you already winning. Because there's a lot of people that wouldn't do half of the stuff you've tried to do. It's a lot of people that's scary. You're not scary. You're willing to at least try. That's really all the Most High want from you, is to experience everything to the fullest. But if you walk around with this, oh, I already failed before I even really put my best foot forward. Because some of you is like, you tried, but you didn't give it your all. It's almost like some of you may have expected to fail, or some of you were just moving from a place of insecurity with other stuff. Because I'm getting distractions. Some of you could have let old relationships distract you. That's kind of what I'm getting. Some of you, you know, some of you kind of got some of these distractions still around you. And for those of you who you feel as if you're in a great relationship, I'm not advising you to just leave your commitment alone, because I know not everyone in here is single. Some of y'all just don't be saying that you tied up with someone. I get it. What I think happens though, some of you get into this energy of listening to other people more than you listen to yourself. I don't give a fuck if you love me. If I ever say something that you don't, and I mean really, really don't agree with it, don't align to it. I am here for your assistance. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you guide yourself on what you should do. So again, don't listen to nobody except yourself. Because you are connected directly with the source. You are connected directly with God. You're going to know what's going to be best for you, because you got to live this life, not nobody else. So even if, again, you're in a loving relationship and maybe your partner is telling you, well, no, you should do this, you should do that. Sometimes even the people that love you are not going to always know what's best for you. Because again, they're not walking that path. You are. And you can get some bad advice from a person that got good intentions for you. Don't think that that's not possible. They just don't see you for who you are in that moment, okay? Because I don't want you guys to always assume that someone bad is like, you know, trying to do something to you, or you got people that got bad intent. That's not always the case. Because I do see that. That's a fear for some of you. There's a fear of like you becoming successful and having all of this jealousy, or you having certain people around you and you have a fear that they're already expecting you to do bad, or they just wishing bad upon you, sending you the evil eye. I don't give a damn what they doing. If you know you protected, you shouldn't even have to worry about that anyway. So this is why I'm bringing up the duality of if you are around people that genuinely love you, or if you are around people that you think don't give a fuck, the message still applies. You still supposed to be able to think for yourself, regardless of what who got to say about anything. Yeah, because I'm seeing most of you have been like too serious, like you don't have fun like you used to. Some of you having fun has to do with either the company of a specific person or specific people, or it's like you're indulging in something. And I don't think some of you recognize that you're kind of numbing yourself by doing this. Whether it's you drinking, you smoking, you popping, whatever. And I know not all y'all are doing that, but for the ones who you doing that, that's really what that is. You just don't see it that way because that's not your true intention. You just think you having fun. No, that's a scapegoat, little bunny. That's a scapegoat. And it's funny how I just called you little bunny. I don't know why I wanted to call you little bunny, but I feel like you are wanting to move so fast and you need to kind of like slow down, because you moving fast is like you're trying to execute certain ideas that you shouldn't execute, which is why some of that stuff is not working. The stuff that you're supposed to be executing, you scared to do it. And it's like, why? Why? That's going to bring you all your wealth. That's where your luck resides, because it's coming directly from you. That's your energy. Like, you ever notice that? You ever notice how like you do something somebody else tells you to do and you kind of like it at first, but then eventually you don't? You know why? Because that wasn't your idea. That was theirs. Regardless if they have good intention for you or not. A lot of times you don't end up being where you're supposed to be, because that's not what your intuition told you to do. That's what somebody else's intuition told them. So that probably would have worked long term for them, but not you. Just saying, okay? Just saying. So as far as money goes, some of you need to shut the fuck up. I'm being blunt with you right now. I feel like some of you need this, okay? This is what you would call gentle parenting at this point, because I can't lay hands on you. So I'm just going to use my words. Some of you need to shut the fuck up. You do. You need to stop telling people all of your business. You need to stop trying to share ideas with who you think is like-minded people, because these people are not like you. It's giving Kendrick. They not like us. Okay? Stop trying to give people all these accolades that they have no ties to. They ain't earned shit. They don't do half of the stuff that you do. But yet you're trying to share your ideas with these people like they can really help you. They're not going to. So quit expecting it. Okay? Quit expecting it. Some of you do have people who you can like brainstorm and really do some work with. But some of y'all be scared to talk to them people. Some of y'all be acting like, they ain't gonna want to help me. They ain't gonna want to put me on. How you know? You ain't even tried. Yeah, you trying to go to somebody who really, you aligning with them. You putting them on. You can't gain nothing from these people. So what is it? Like, no. Don't be intimidated by nothing or nobody. I don't care who it is. They bleed just like you bleed. Why I feel like I gotta get hood with y'all today? What is this? What is this? I'm like, I'm cussing at y'all. I feel like I gotta be rough with you. What is this? You like it rough? Is that what it is? You used to so much toxicness that this is the only way you can kind of receive what I'm saying? Is this because I promise you I want to be gentle, but it's like, no. There's like, you don't respond to that. Like, why? Why you don't respond to the gentleness? You had your family trigger you all your life? Is that what it is? You done got used to them type of toxic people. Like, I'm genuinely trying to figure it out. Some of y'all like it rough in other places too. If you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about that, but I'm off of it. Let me stop. Let me focus. What else do this collective need to know about money? Because, yeah. Is that what it is? Some of y'all ain't got laid in a while? Is that, Is that it? You need to let one off? Like, what's going on? Huh? What is it, the braids? Like, what is it? Like, tell me. Huh? You got that itch you can't scratch. You try to scratch it and you don't reach it. You know? Because it just, I'm like, what? Why? Okay. Let's see. What else is coming in for money for the collective? I'm just saying, you know. What else? All right, so I have Scorpio energy that's here. The Death card is here and the reverse. Advice to you, go ahead and start ending things that you know you do not want to do or just no longer want to partake in. Because some of this is not your stuff. It's other people's stuff. And maybe you have already made commitments prior to you seeing this message. And maybe you have been thinking about like, I don't think I want to do that. It's okay to change your mind. Communication is key. So even if you take a job offer and you decide, I really don't want to work this job. Okay, call them people. Tell them you don't want to come no more. If you have decided you were going to help someone with their business, their entrepreneurship, but now all of a sudden you're the one doing all of the work, but you don't want to back off because you don't want to make it seem as if you're not rooting for that person's success. No, love. If anything is going to be your success and you're not going to get the accolades because it's in their name. Some of you need to really pay attention to the details of the situations that you are in. Because, yeah, if you allow yourself to end a lot of this stuff, you're going to have happiness. But some of you are afraid to get there. It's like some of you, it's like you got an avoidance issue. Because I'm also getting for some of you, it's because of who the person is to you. Whether this is family, this could be a parent of yours. Maybe you're tired of helping them with stuff. And now, you don't want to disappoint that parent. Like, listen, I know you need this and you need that, but I'm trying to live my own life and I can't do what you want me to do. For some of you, it could be if you're trying to be in a relationship with someone, maybe they can't show up for you the way you need them to. Some of you could be living with certain people or wanting to get away from the people who you live with, because I'm getting there's a desire to stand on your own, but it's like a feeling that you can't. almost as if you're afraid to lose out on this person's love and affection. For some of you, I'm also getting there is a fear of moving too soon, because I'm getting some of you could see the potential in someone, right? Regardless of who it is, regardless of their gender, you can see their potential. So this is why you're helping them. And you're like, well, hey, as soon as they get to this point, I'm going to stop helping them so I can focus on me. All right, cool. That's a little cool idea. But shit, you've been doing this for too goddamn long to where you have not picked up on you are the key to their success. And because you have become the key to their success, they are not going to want to let you go so easily. Like, no. And then they're going to turn on you and make it seem like you never had their back, or they're going to swear up and down you jealous of them, or you just, because I'm getting the energy is being twisted on you to make you out to be the bad guy, when I am really seeing you have been doing a lot of work for whoever this is, whether it's you, even if you just give ideas. Giving ideas is enough, because nothing is going to get done without the idea anyway. So regardless if you feel like it's small, or they try to make it seem like it's small, like you ain't really do much, you ain't do this. No. So whoever is tapping into this energy, do not think that you're going to miss out on any type of abundance by no longer helping whoever it is in question. Because I'm also getting, for some of you, it's like someone who you're in a relationship with, you're helping them out too. For some of you, this could be someone who you may have kids with. Not even gonna lie about that, because I'm getting that very, very heavy. And some of you could be like, I'm just waiting for that person to get on their feet. And then, because I don't want to just leave them out there like that. If it was you, that person would probably leave you out there like that, regardless if we talking about feminine energy or masculine energy. If the shoe was on the other foot, bitch, you would be outside, and they'll be like, you just gonna have to figure it out. I don't know what to tell you. That is what I'm getting. Like, some of you are being, it's like you trying to do the principles. Like, it's the principles. Like, I still got to do this. And I'm like, yeah, that's all cool and all, but some of you have been doing too much for the wrong people. That's what I'm getting. And I have to laugh, because this energy almost makes me feel as if, again, they would swear up and down you ain't did nothing for them ever, all because now you're setting healthy boundaries. They'll make you, it's because I'm almost getting someone is like posting stuff, or they're just flat out telling people, whether they are telling people online or telling people who probably know you. Because I'm almost getting someone is trying to flip it on you, like you using them or some weird. And I don't like that. This is why I'm like, you have to be careful about who you are choosing to do business with, who you choosing to help, who you choosing to be a good person to. Let that go. Let that go. Especially for my people who you may have kids with this person. Let that shit go. Because the kids, listen, the baby's going to be all right. They're going to always be all right. But what's not all right is you being in stagnation because of this. I don't like it. Just don't. This could be why some of you have been finding it difficult to see your abundance, because it's been overshadowed with all this other stuff that's going on. So even when you have small wins, the moment where things are going good for you, here they ass come needing something, or here they come with this, here they come with that. And it's like, I can't sit by myself for 5 minutes without here you is with something else that you need, or you're not even celebrating me when it's my time to be celebrated, but you always want me to show up for you. So hey, let that stuff go, because yeah, you're in this energy of Wheel of Fortune. Okay, a lot of Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy, Taurus energy, Leo energy. So these are the fixed signs. So some of you could be stubborn when it comes down to getting away from stuff that you don't need. It's like you make excuses for it. Like, well, if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. You sure about that? Have you manifested that on yourself? Like, if you don't help certain people, their needs don't get met. Okay. So then, the Most High be like, all right, cool. You're getting in my way now. I could be trying to teach this person something, but here your ass come trying to always help them. Now I'm finna mess up your stuff, so now you don't even have it to give to them anyway. Start paying attention to what's going on with you, especially if you have been led from doing something and you still do it anyway. Like, some told me not to do this. You mean your intuition? That shit you be ignoring? Some told me to go. What is some? You told yourself that. You just ain't you listen to them other people, but you don't listen to yourself. What sense do that make? What sense do that make? How you trust them? You don't even trust yourself. How you even know how to trust people? Your first line of defense is trusting you. You don't, because you don't listen to yourself. I'm causing you to think. I was finna say I'm calling you to, but no, I'm causing you to think. Think about it for a second now. That ain't no just random thoughts that you be having. No, that's your cheat code. And here you is. No, you better start listening to your cheat code. Everybody waiting for that GTA 6. Some of y'all already been living it. You be getting jacked up. You be getting robbed. You been put in weird situations and been on side missions for stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. You been online the whole time. Didn't even know it. So I hope you guys at least listen when it came down to your money and your finances. Now we're going to look at love. Let's get a peekaboo at love. I'm getting the energy of dissatisfied. What you dissatisfied about? Some of you are like by yourself. And you don't want to be by yourself. It's like being by yourself makes you think about stuff you don't want to think about. Why is this coming up in the love reading though? Some of you didn't listen to your intuition. So this is kind of piggybacking off of the finance part. There are a few of you that feel like either you chose wrong or you have been choosing wrong. And now you're trying to figure out how to call in new love, or you're trying to call back an old love. Who the hell in here wants an old love? Who? I'm not going to cuss you out, but I'm just curious. Who in here wants some old? Because I need to know. What is this? Because I feel like there are a few of you holding on to somebody. Like you have it in the back of your mind. We could work it out. We're going to be straight. We're going to be cool. The only thing I don't like about this is that it takes two people to make a union really work. And right now, this shit is looking very one-sided. And I'm almost feeling like this energy gives me codependency. And I don't like it. Because when you're in a relationship, you're going to be codependent a little bit. Of course, it's a union. You're supposed to be, exchanging, equal give and take. This, though, makes me feel as if you're not in no relationship, it's like you can't get your stuff together, or this makes me feel like it's too much of a distraction. I don't even feel like there's a lot of y'all that feel this way. This could be some third party energy, but I do feel like there's at least a couple of y'all in here. The fact that this is coming up here. Getting Gemini energy, Virgo energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio. It's a lot. This is a lot. But why? Hold on. Who is the majority? Okay, so most of this is not y'all. You just thoughts. Most of this is not y'all. Most of this is energy that you guys are picking up from someone who you thought you had like a soulmate union with, a soul union. This is why some of you are in this energy of feeling this, because I do see flat out projection to where if you know damn well you don't want none of your exes back, and I mean none of them, like it's none that can just come back and like, you know what, if we work on ourselves as individuals for a solid 3 to 6 months, like, yeah, we could be the go-to power couple. If you know doggone well you don't have nobody on your roster that's like that, that's projected energy that's on you. Okay, projected energy. Now, for those of you who you kind of thinking about somebody and you like, what would have been the outcome? I'm going to tell you, I really don't think your spirit team wants you to try to go back to this union. Feel free to do whatever you choose to do because you are grown. I'm just saying, I genuinely feel like your spirit team wants you to avoid this just because of the energy that comes along with this union. It's too much codependency. And a lot of this is not your energy. A lot of this is their energy. Some of you don't realize how valuable you are in a person's life until like you going out the door when you're leaving. Because I do see people take you for granted. People like use your energy to make themselves happy. You pour into people. You will become a person's best friend. And then it's like the moment where things are not going good for them, it's like they switch. But this is a common thing that you have been going through. It's not like you went through this with one person. It's like this hot and cold energy seems to almost follow you. It's not following you, okay? This is what's happening. You're having an opportunity to experience different kind of people, and they're having an opportunity to experience you. Now, because the energy is hot and cold, is because spiritually you're at a specific level and you're needing to make sure you allow yourself to align to people who are on that level. You're not going to be able to know if they align to your level unless you meet them. Now, while you are meeting these people, you are learning lessons along the way, okay? This is not a forever energy that you are in, but I really, really hope you have been picking up the lessons along the way because all of these lessons served a purpose in your life, okay? All of them served a purpose. And it's because you have a soul union that's coming towards you. So you needed to see what that does not look like. Sometimes that happens. Like, hey, in order for me to know the light, I need to been and experience the dark. Because if I'm always around the light, the moment that the darkness comes, I may just almost glitch out because I don't know what that feels like. But then I have to realize it's not an end of all. But when you have experienced it, it's like, oh, okay, I done been through this before. So now when the light comes, I'm more appreciative of it. And then when the darkness comes, I know how to handle that too. And I'm not going to let it overtake me because I know what I've been through. So don't think for a second that you have like bad luck with love or you're never going to find anyone, because I'm almost hearing like inner dialogue, the conversations that you have with yourself, assuming that your relationships cannot equate to what you think that they will be. Those are lies. You can literally have everything that you want. You just have to be sure that, again, you're able to experience life in its duality without you glitching. Because some of you be about to crash out. And your spirit team is like, hey, you can't do that when we bring you your soulmate because y'all need each other. Y'all gonna have a soul purpose together. So we need you on your P's and Q's because, you're going to embarrass the hell out of us. We sitting up here, aligned you with this person and here you come, you still on that stuff. No, you ain't finna be embarrassing your high vibrating ancestors when they didn't already sit up here and, put you together with somebody. Because you already in a little exchange. Some of you just ain't met that person yet. Hey, your person been picked. You gonna mess around and be like Hector with Madame Zeroni. Like, listen, if your ancestors tell you to take that bitch up that hill, you better take her. You better be listening to what they say. Because they already done sold you off. Not like in a bad way, but it's an energy exchange, okay? Gonna mess around and get some bad luck. You better be listening. You sitting over there with people you ain't supposed to be sitting over there with. No. That's why stuff is not working. Some of you need to pay attention to your vehicles too, or however you use transportation. Because I'm getting there's something's going to stop you from going to see a specific person. And this is happening for your protection. Do not get mad. Do not get upset. Your spirit team will literally have messed up stuff happen to you temporarily, because I'm seeing that the problem is going to be resolved very fast and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. So don't think for a second like, I got to be punished for this. No, you're not being punished. You're being put on pause, okay? Because some of you you're attracting people who need nurturing. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with the fact that some of you could be neglecting certain things that need nurturing in your life. Sometimes, because I ain't gonna lie, I've personally seen this. If you keep ignoring something that you know you're supposed to be doing, your spirit team will literally align you with someone who's going to show you that you've been ignoring that stuff the whole time. And it might aggravate the hell out of you. So I'm telling you, if your spirit team starts stopping you from doing something, you better just say thank you for the protection. Thank you. Thank you for not allowing me to partake in this or do that. Thank you. Thank you. Rejection is protection. Remind yourself that. Remind yourself, because some of y'all, you just... I'm almost feeling like some of y'all just be wanting to hop down on somebody. Some of y'all just be wanting to hunch on some, or you just be in your flesh, and then that my boo, and then it's like, no, it ain't. You over there saying, you over there crying boo-hoo because that ain't your boo. Like, no. That's why I asked for a second, like, who is in here wanting some old? For what? For who? Huh? Listen, we ain't even got no real new candidates for this presidency. We got to deal with 2 goddamn exes. I don't need y'all sitting up here going back to no exes neither. Because we got to pick the lesser of 2 evils. Who the heck, America don't even got no good relationship. Okay, so no, you need to make sure you got a good relationship. Because I'm like, this what y'all got to choose from? Okay. A cheese puff and a robot. It's just, this all the options. Like, damn. It's just like, what the hell is going on? You can't get right. Y'all better get right. You better get right. Some of you need to be like working on yourself right now too. Because I keep getting like a triggering energy, but for some of you, you know how I just brought up like exes triggering you too. Some of you may get triggered by new people, and that's embarrassing as hell. You get triggered by a new person. Don't let that be you. Please don't let that be you. Some of you, the trigger is going to come from that divine person though. That's why it might be embarrassing. The reason, like the fact that I had to say that. Some of you try so hard to hide and mask your feelings. And it's like, instead of masking them, why not just deal with that shit? So then you have nothing to mask or hide. You'll be working on it to the point where it don't even impact you. To where if someone says that, it's like, oh, okay. Or they do that, oh, okay. Whatever the it is for you. Yeah, you need to get on this. Yeah. Because what I'm seeing is if you allow yourself to feel those uncomfortable feelings, it's going to help you with your manifestation. How is it going to help me with my manifestation? Some of your triggers are rooted in fear and trust. So if you are struggling with fear, it's going to be difficult for you to take leaps of faith. How can you believe in something that scares you? That don't make sense, right? And then even when you have an issue with trust, How can you trust that you're making the right decision when you can't even forgive yourself for the people who you trust before? Because a lot of it has nothing to do with, oh, you need to go back and trust those people. Hell no. That's how your ass got in this situation in the first place. Some of you are still upset at yourself and you have not forgiven yourself for past choices that you made. They were not mistakes. We're not going to call them mistakes. They were choices. You may feel like you chose wrong. I don't think you chose wrong. I think you chose exactly what you needed to choose in that moment in order for you to be the person who you are right now. Because you will never be more beautiful. You will never be more youthful. You will never be more wise. You will never be more awakened to your fullest potential right now. So the person who had to go through all of that shit is the reason why you sitting right here. So you need to have grace with that person. Don't be upset at those past choices that you made. You made them choices for a reason. And you only make choices based on the level of intellect that you are currently at. So you needed to make that decision in order to gain the wisdom that you need right now to make future choices. So be grateful for everything that has happened to you up until this point. Don't be sitting up and thinking, man, I wish I could have did this. Okay, you didn't. Get over it. You can't go back. What can you do right now to put you in the same exact position if you would have did it back then? What can you do? It's like I started hearing that Proud Family. What can I do? I'm cuter than you. Cuter than who? What can I do? What can I do? I don't know if y'all like watched the new Proud Family, but that episode was so hilarious when Penny's voice changed and she was trying to sing that song and they was talking about her. I'm like, y'all gotta leave my girl alone. But yeah, the point is, you need to be sure that, again, grace for the past version of you, so you can be present right now and stop looking so far into the future. Because some of y'all keep doing that too. You're looking too far ahead and you need to stop. That's why you feel like love not coming for you. You're looking too far ahead. You done walked past your person about 10 times. All because you too busy looking too far ahead. Where they at though? Where they at? Live right now.